Let's take a look at AI's capability to generate charts and files. Now, before I get started, this feature is not always supported in a lot of the AI tools out there. It needs this feature called code interpretation because generative AI actually needs to be able to run a code in order to generate charts and files, and not every AI tools out there supports it. But if you're using ChatGPT, it comes with that. So let's first start with the data that then gets used to generate a file. So let's say I am interested in, give me a top 10 cities in United States ranked by the population of millennials and Gen Z. So I am asking ChatGPT to do some internet search to do some research on the population. And then I can use that to generate numbers. Okay, yep, it's still going and going. All these numbers will be used in a chart creation. Actually, I can start typing now. Now create me a chart that breaks down the population per city using stacked chart where Gen Z is on top of the bar. Let's see how well it's able to follow my instruction and behind the scenes run code. And that's why it needs the feature called code interpretation. And the code gets run that actually generates a chart. And the chart is something that you can interact within the platform. So it's going through the analyzing phase, and sometimes they can take a long time, but there you go. It is able to generate a chart where the Gen Z, the yellow bar, is on top, as I mentioned, and it was able to list out these population breakdown per cities. And if I click on this switch to interactive chart, I can actually interact with it. And then if I click on this color thing, I can pick different colors. Seems to be very useful. Actually, they're not change the colors, so maybe this is like another quirky part. Oh, there you go. I have to switch to interactive mode because I guess this would be a snapshot they generated. And then I'm also able to download a chart. So if I go to my desktop, it's able to download the chart. And then if I say, now can you give me an Excel file export? This is now going to not just generate an image file, but hopefully create a Excel spreadsheet file. There you go. I can now download the Excel spreadsheet file, and then I can preview the file content. So it's a little bit small, but you get the idea of the file content. So as you can see, it's really powerful. It can go from just the internet search results into generating an image of the chart as well as the file of the chart. Now, of course, you should fact check if the chart they generated actually follows the numbers from above. Just for the brevity, I'm just gonna skip the fact checking part, but be sure to do that. The other technique that I want to show is when you upload an existing chart that you may have screenshotted from an industry report like I did in this case. So you can see there are two charts here. One shows extent to which leaders feel their organizations are using. So most organizations are not really using AI, but they desire that more of their employees use generative AI tools. So I'm going to upload this image and say, please analyze this, analyze two charts in this image, then create me two charts. So I'm asking AI to first read and understand this image, and that capability is mentioned in another lesson. So I'm not going to go over in the detail, but it essentially will be able to read an image, understand it, break down these bar charts into numbers. Then I'm asking it to recreate the same exact chart so I can actually interact with it and download and save as an image, and also get Excel spreadsheet out there, because maybe I want to change colors or incorporate into my own spreadsheet that I use it for my work. And that gives me maximum flexibility into the kind of the report that I output for my clients or for my report. There you go. It's able to generate the chart, and yes, it looks pretty accurate. The extent to which organizations are using AI again is rarely, but the desired usage is often. And then I can follow the same process of just downloading an image or asking for Excel spreadsheet. But this is really powerful. You can use this in so many ways. I'm just showing you a tip of the iceberg, but hopefully you get a chance to give it a try. Maybe try uploading some of the data that you have, or screenshots that you may have collected from an industry report, or just anywhere you find all these data that you want to create, obtain the data and then create a chart, and then you can use it for some presentation work that you have. So yeah, hopefully you can give it a try and have a good results.